Good morning, everyone. We are back with another Impact Salesforce Saturday session. We have Ankit with us, and the session is on DocSign implementation using Apex Toolkit and Apex Toolkit overview. Ankit is a technical consultant with 3x certified Salesforce professional and group leader of Amravati Salesforce Developer Group, and he is founder of SFDC Blogger. Hi, this is Praveen Goli. I am certified Salesforce admin and PD1 certified and working in TCS and also one of the star volunteer of New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. These are the social media handles and hashtag of implement Salesforce Saturday session. You can also join New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group in Trailblazer community so that you can get updates about the upcoming session. And you can also follow our website so you can get daily updates. Impact Salesforce Saturday session. This is our virtual session organized by New Delhi group. As I said before, you can find the past and upcoming sessions in the New Delhi website. And also you can register from our official website so that you can get daily updates. Talent Central is again an initiative which is taken up by New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. It is some like Naukri and Indeed. It adds like bridge in between Salesforce aspirant students who are looking for job opportunities. And the companies looking for talented students, and Talent Central have success stories getting job opportunities with the help of Talent Central. Recently, New Delhi started a new initiative, Let's Implement. Here they are connecting the mentors and mentees along with mentorship. They will get hands-on experience which will guided under the mentors. So this is also great opportunity. Journey to Salesforce is an initiative taken by Salesforce Developer Group Relations. These are the top contributors to New Delhi group, and they are very active in contributing to the group. Thank you so much for the contribution, guys. These are the New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group social media handles. You can follow the official channel and get updates every day. Thanks to our sponsors, Cloud1 and GreyOps. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today's session, and hope you all have great session. And thank you over to Ankit.
Yeah, thanks, Praveen, for the introduction. Hope I am audible to everyone. Yes, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And thank you all. Thank you for joining the sessions. And the next 1 hour we are going to talk about, and I will try to demonstrate all those things related to the DocuSign applications and the integration between the DocuSign and Salesforce. Yeah. So hope you are all are in safe in this current situation, and take care of yourself and your loved ones because the situation is right. So thank you New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group for inviting me as a speaker in the Impact Salesforce Saturday sessions. And we will today in the today's session we are going to learn and demonstrate about the DocuSign implementation. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, it's visible, Ankit.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Praveen. So let's start. Yeah, so in the today's session, we are going to talk about the DocuSign implementation. But before going to that, I will thankful to all volunteers working in the New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group, like Praveen, Harshit, and all those, because Harshit is communicating with me every time and taking the follow-ups with me. So I think Harshit is not there in current in today's sessions. But thanks Harshit, and thanks New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group volunteers, and we will learn something new in the today's sessions. Okay, so So regarding the about me, brief introduction about me is I am Aniket Kohle. Currently, I'm working as a technical consultant at Perficient, Nagpur location. And I am currently a 3x certified professional in the Salesforce domain, and approximately like from 4.5 years, I'm working in the Salesforce domain. So around before moving to the Salesforce, means before starting my Salesforce journey, I worked with Java related technologies like Spring and Hibernate. So like I have the approximately a 2.5 years of Java related technology experience in the multiple domains like natural language processing and all those things. And after that, I switched my career to the Salesforce. And from last 4.5 years, I'm working in the Salesforce domain. And also like approximately in 2019, I started one initiative that is an open community blogger platform that is called as a SFDC Blogger. So if you follow me on LinkedIn platform or any other social media platform, so you heard about this SFDC Blogger. So SFDC Blogger, I'm just give some basic idea about it. So it's a community blogging platform, open community forum for all. You can join it and you can share your knowledge with the Trailblazer community and everyone, right? So it includes a blogging, grouping. You can create a group, you can share and you can discuss. You can do the discussion with your friends and colleagues. So that's all the features we have. I tried to include it in the blogging site. So you can just explore it. We have the on LinkedIn also. You can visit the www.sfdcblogger.com to explore it. And I'm currently a group leader of Amravati Salesforce Developer Group with Amit. Amit, I think, joined the today's session. You can follow me on LinkedIn and as well as the Twitter platform. Twitter handles I have given in the slides. Yeah. So this is a little bit introduction about me. And now, thank you, New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group and team and the all-star volunteers behind this very great idea that is Impact Salesforce Saturday. So this is the social media like Twitter handles of the New Delhi Salesforce official community group. You can join on the Trailblazer community also, and you can also visit the official website. Right. So in the today's session, we joined the Impact Salesforce Saturday, right? So behind this idea is Sushant, right? Sushant, thank you, Sushant, for coming with this Impact Salesforce Saturday. And this is obviously, this is very helping initiative to share the knowledge as a speakers, and it is also helping to the others to succeed in the Salesforce domain. Now it is called as a virtual Salesforce Saturday because we are working from home and virtually we are connecting. So it's now a virtual Salesforce. So thank you, Sushant, for this great initiative and all the stall volunteers of the this initiative. Okay. Also, there are multiple initiatives from the New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group, that is the Talent Central. It is also helping the candidates, Salesforce aspirants who are trying to entering into the Salesforce ecosystem. So Talent Central is helping to all newcomers like future force in the Salesforce ecosystem. You can take benefits. There are multiple success stories from the Talent Centrals. Right. Also have the mentorship centrals you can join with the mentors and you can take the benefits from this portal. So these are the great initiative. So thank you, New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group, Sushant, and all those volunteers. And thank you for inviting me as a speaker. So in the today's session, like you are already read about the topic, like what that is DocuSign. So we are going to learn about the DocuSign implementation using the toolkit. Okay. So first of all, we will just go through some basic idea what is DocuSign, because like anyone is known about the before, but like if you are not aware about this, so we will start it from basics. Okay. So basically, DocuSign, it's a company. One company is headquartered in the San Francisco. So basically, DocuSign is the product. that provides the facility for the digital e-signature for your business process. Let's say I'm taking one example. If you are a two party, party one and party two, and these two parties need to sign the contract. Okay, they have to sign the contract. Contract means it's a mutual understanding. Let's say, for example, if I am, let's say one example, like generalized example, we can say, if I am purchasing any property, so I have to visit the government offices and I have to do the agreement, right? Agreement, like if we are doing anything. So that all the, like we can say, agreement process and e-signature process is providing using this DocuSign product. Okay, so it's a e-signature platform for the e-signature implementation. So DocuSign allows you to send, sign, and track the Salesforce agreements and approvals from anywhere and on any device. So we are going to demonstrate about it, how it will work and how you can implement the DocuSign in the Salesforce. Basically, DocuSign, using the DocuSign products, you can create a templates. You can send that templates to the multiple recipient, and using that recipient, your recipient can receive that particular document on the mail, and then that particular recipient can sign that particular document, and that document will come back again as a signed document into the Salesforce records, right? So as I earlier said, let's say for example, two parties, and that two parties are need to sign the contract, right? So obviously party one and party two requires some signature for the contract process or agreement process, right? So DocuSign that provides that functionality to sign the document in the e-signature, using these e-signature platforms. So you can sign the documents and return back to the Salesforce as attached to the Salesforce documents or Salesforce records. So DocuSign, it's basically one product that provides a facility for the digital e-signature between the signers. Okay, so we are going to demonstrate about it in detail bit. So basically, DocuSign Incorporations is an American company headquartered in the San Francisco, California, and this is for allows organization to manage their electronic agreements. That is called as e-signature, or we can say the digital signature. So basically, DocuSign company is founded in 2003 by these three founders. So this is the some basic about the DocuSign DocuSign, some parts like how DocuSign products, right? So now advantages of DocuSign, because if you are using the DocuSign, so obviously some advantages, right? So using the DocuSign, we can create a better customer experiences, and the sign process is in the digital domain, right? It helps to sign the 90% of the Salesforce contract on the same day, right? Obviously, let's say for example, I want to, let's say for example, I am the any owner of any property, and I want to give my property in the rent. So obviously that particular tenant and the owner of that property will sign the some agreements, right? So that if for example is tenant in the other location and the owner of that property is on another location, right? So in this particular virtual domain, we cannot meet. So we can sign the documents virtually. So this is the one advantage, that 90% of the Salesforce contracts and the agreements we can sign, we can digitally sign using this DocuSign product. And DocuSign products have the facility to directly send the data from Salesforce, like related to the contact names and all the details that we can capture from the Salesforce record. We can merge with our particular template that is called as a document, and that particular document we can send it to the particular signer or recipient, and that particular signer or recipient will receive the document. They will follow the complete process, and then after that they will sign that particular document, and again that particular signed document is returned back to the Salesforce after completion of the e-signature. So the DocuSign will help to integrate the document templates with Salesforce and send it to the signature with a single point and click tools. Right? Also, you can track the document in the pipeline process that needs to be done to the closed deals. And main advantage is that remove all the paperwork and the data entry operation, which helps to the closed deal faster and done the process as fast as possible. Okay, so that we'll see in the demo. We'll see how we can implement that. So DocuSign, using the DocuSign e-signature process, it helps to customer to enjoy the convenience of the DocuSign signing process from any time and any device, we can say. Right? So that we'll see. Obviously, if you are aware about the DocuSign, so obviously some of the attendees are already aware about the DocuSign process, right? How it will be received. So we are going to take care about that in the demo. So these are the advantages of the DocuSign process, and we will talk about the more use cases. So this is the use cases I captured from the DocuSign website. You can visit the DocuSign website and you can see these are the similar use cases you can follow. Like some of the use cases I captured from the DocuSign website. Let's say, for example, let's talk about this some like for example, sales contract, right? For example, like SOW, statement of works, NDA, right? Agreements. Let's say, for example, if you are signing any MSA agreement, master service agreement, right? With the customers. So in the sales cloud, revenue cloud, right? So these are the some document types like SOW, it's a statement of work, NDA, right? Non-disclosable agreements, then MSA, master service agreement, right? Quotes and invoices. If you want to sign with the help of customers and the company, so you can use the DocuSign product to sign that document digitally using this e-signature platform, right? Service approval in the service cloud, right? If we come to the human resources HR department, so related to the offer letter, for example, like obviously after this pandemic, we are already working from home, and maximum all are the companies are hiring the candidates virtually, right? We are joining as a virtual candidate virtually in any company. And let's say, for example, if you want to implement our onboarding process, including the offer letter sending and all those things, right? For example, if any company is signing or sending the offer letter to any candidate, so in that process, they can implement the e-signature implementation for the offer letter with the company and the candidates. So this is one of the use cases for the digital DocuSign product. And also like financial services domain, like account serving with the financial service cloud and experience cloud, that is called as a community cloud. That, and also they have the public sector like licensing and all those. This is also like one of the use case. And one of the use cases is a healthcare, that is called as a life science domain, right? Like vaccine cloud and patient management. So this is also one of the use case for the DocuSign e-signature implementation. So this is the use cases I captured from the DocuSign. Obviously, every business have their own process, right? So let's understand, like, for example, if any company has following the different process, right? Obviously different process. So they can implement their e-signature platform using this DocuSign product in the Salesforce direct, integrating the Salesforce and DocuSign. So these are the some of the use cases that we have. So DocuSign e-signature for Salesforce is the AppExchange product. It is a trusted e-signature solution, is available on the AppExchange. If you visit the AppExchange portal and in the AppExchange search box, you just enter the DocuSign, right? So you will get the DocuSign e-signature for Salesforce. It's a AppExchange managed package available in the AppExchange platform. So I also mentioned the AppExchange URL. Once we will share this particular slides to on the website, so you can just visit, or you can just Google it out, the AppExchange DocuSign, right? So basically, DocuSign AppExchange app have the paid application played, and they have the per user license cost is a $300 USD per user per month, right? But we can get the trial version also, right? So this is the basically, if you're already familiar with the Salesforce, like most of we are already working in the Salesforce platform, right? So like as compared to the other product, DocuSign is also providing their functionality, e-signature functionality using the App Exchange app. So you can visit the App Exchange to install the product also. So this is one thing, but our mainly focus in the today's session is about the toolkit that is the recently launched by the Salesforce. So basically, DocuSign have the latest managed package in the App Exchange, and in that particular managed package, they provided the Apex tool functionality. So I will talk about some Apex tool functionality in brief. So basically, Apex toolkit, it is nothing but the one, we can say the SDK tool, which is already inbuilt in the managed package. So Apex toolkit have already a predefined some methods, classes, and some utilities to customize the business process, right? Obviously, DocuSign have the all standardized process using the OOTP functionality, right? If already you are already known about the OOTP, right? For example, flows, approval, standard approval process in Salesforce. These are the OOTP platforms, right? Process builder. So DocuSign also have the OOTP process, OOTP implementation. We are also going to demonstrate about in the after some minutes. But if you want to customize the signature process, so that customization you can build using the Apex toolkit. So Apex toolkit, it is similar to the SDK, right? Obviously, we are aware about the SDK. SDK is nothing but a software development kit. So whatever, like let's say for example Java, right? If we are already working in the Java platform, so Java provides some JDK, right? Java development kit, and in that Java development kit we will get all the related we can say the classes, right? Using that classes we can implement our process. So if you want to implement the e-signature customize using the, let's say, Lightning Web components, using the Aura component, using the we can say the batch process, using the trigger, using the flow builder. So all those Salesforce OOTP you can integrate with Apex toolkit. So Apex toolkit have that capabilities to customize your e-signature process using the Apex code, and also some standard like Lightning Web components and Aura components also. So Apex toolkits have all the services involved in this API functionality. It is similar to the SDK, and you can integrate with your Salesforce. That is called as Salesforce DocuSign Apex toolkit. So that we are going to demonstrate, right? So why DocuSign? Like obviously, if OOTP process is available, then why DocuSign Apex toolkit? Obviously, that question will come into the mind. So most of the time, some like say using the OOTP, we are not able to understand or fulfill the business requirement. Obviously, I already told you, like every business have their own business process, right? So obviously they have. So if already OOTP process available, but if any organization wants their build own e-signature process, so that e-signature process we can build using the Apex toolkit. Okay, so basically using the Apex toolkit, we can customize and automate our more extensively DocuSign API, and we can implement that all API functionality using the Apex classes. We can automate remote sizing using the flow builder, Apex calls from the Lightning Web component, as well as the Aura. And if your Salesforce implementation uses the Apex to customize the DocuSign e-signature for Salesforce, we recommend to install means as per the Salesforce and DocuSign, they recommend installing and using the Apex toolkit. So they have the predefined services. I am going to talk about more in detail. So this Apex toolkit is exposed from the DocuSign e-signature Salesforce managed package, which is currently available on the App Exchange. Okay. So for example, if you need to install the Apex toolkit, you don't need to install any other thing. Just we have to install the Salesforce App Exchange app, that is DocuSign e-signature for Salesforce managed package available in the App Exchange. Okay. So you can customize, main thing is as customization. You can customize your e-signature process as per your business process and the requirement. That is the main, we can say, advantages of the toolkit. You can predefine your process, you can define your process, and you can build the all complete signature process using the toolkit. Okay. So basically, Salesforce DocuSign App Exchange managed package is providing the Apex Toolkit services, and in the Apex Toolkit services, they are giving some services like we can send the envelope, that is document for the e-signature. Also, we can bulk sending process. Obviously, if in Salesforce, if we are working, so always we talk about the bulk process, right? Bulkification of the all requirement, right? Always we are always try to write a bulkified trigger and all those things, right? So using Apex Toolkit, DocuSign is providing the bulk sending process. If you want to send a bulk document for the e-signature, we can send, we can build that bulk sending process using toolkit. Also, we can send to the multiple envelopes. Let's say, for example, at a time I want to send the 5 documents to the signer to sign it, so I can send it to multiple envelope. Envelope means we can say one document that we are going to send it to the signature. So we can send a multiple envelopes. We can send envelopes from the trigger. We can send envelopes with the tabs. Tabs is nothing but we can say the signature part, right? So these are the some toolkit services. Along with these services, as an implementation perspective, if we are talking about as a developer perspective, we talk about, so as a developer perspective, DocuSign Apex Toolkit has a providing this type of services, right? I have already listed down all the services in the slide, right? The starting points of the any integration with the DocuSign Toolkit. So these are the services like account service for the configuring and managing the DocuSign account, envelope services for the sending or creating the document in DocuSign envelopes, document service, recipient service. Recipient is called as we can say the signer, right? Template service, template is for the document, signing service. And if you want to get the status, let's say for example, I'm sending one document to the any third parties, any party, and I want to get the status of that document, if customer has signed that or people has signed the document or not. So that we can capture that all those real-time status using the status service, right? So it supports a real-time status, right? And also Apex Toolkit supports the bulk send service that I already talked about. So in this, all the services, they already predefined some methods they are providing, and using that standard service methods, we can customize our e-signature process. So account service, envelope service. So these are the some I listed down the some services, as well as the some other API functionalities available in the Apex Toolkit. Okay. So these are the some Apex Toolkit services that we have in the DocuSign process. Okay. So this is the some brief about the DocuSign Apex Toolkit and the DocuSign process. So DocuSign, it is one tool that we can integrate with Salesforce for the e-signature applications. Okay. So this is the one thing. So now let's do the demo and let's talk about how we can implement the OOTB. I'm going to demonstrate about the OOTB process also, how we can implement the DocuSign OOTB process, and as well as I will show you the toolkit demo also. That also we are going to talk about. Okay. So as like everyone will ask the question like how we can install the Apex Toolkit. So we don't need to do any other installation in our Salesforce org. Already you can install the DocuSign e-signature for Salesforce, that is managed package from the Salesforce App Exchange. and you can get a free 30-day trial of DocuSign for Salesforce app. Okay, and also you can create a 30 days trial from the DocuSign. After installing the managed package, that managed package already have that toolkit services. Whatever services I mentioned here, all that services are already by default available, predefined available in that toolkit. Okay, so all the predefined Apex method, classes and utilities already available in that managed package. So you have to just install that particular managed package from the App Exchange. You can get a 30 days trial as per the official documentation, and also that toolkit also involved in that managed package. Okay, so this is the standard toolkit, Apex toolkit. So now we will talk about some DocuSign demo. So let me just stop about, and we'll just go to our org. So hope my org is available, right? My org screen.
Yeah, it's
yeah. So if you see, if everyone is visible, my screen is properly visible. So I open the App Exchange app, which is available, right? So you can just visit this particular App Exchange link. I will just share this link after the session also. So this is our App Exchange. This is the DocuSign App Exchange product, right? And they have the good reviews also. So you can get and install the DocuSign, this managed package, e-signature for Salesforce, using this App Exchange link. Okay, so they will provide all the functionalities. And this is the this is the toolkit developer website, DocuSign developer website. You can visit the DocuSignDeveloper.com. This is the official website for the developers, right? You can create a developer account and explore all more detail about the toolkit and other APIs, right? So these are the services that I mentioned in the slides. So you can go through all the services that what their services are providing. So you can learn the documentation from this particular official documentation. So I will share this link also. I also mention all those links, API toolkit references. So I will share with you all. Okay. Yeah. So we are going to talk about some in detail. So before going to that, I will show you how the DocuSign process will work. Okay, how DocuSign process will work. So this is the one image. I take a reference from the ForceTalks, which is sourced by the AWS Quality. So this is the DocuSign. Diagrammatically, they explain the DocuSign process. Means sender, we can say from Salesforce, right? Sender will send that particular document. So document can be any type of like Word document, PDF document, Excel document, right? That document, so that we can send using the DocuSign. So DocuSign is the middleware, and that DocuSign will take care all those part to send it to the particular recipient. And if recipient has viewed the document and recipient have signed the document, so DocuSign application will take care about all those part, and that will return back to your Salesforce. Okay, so Salesforce that DocuSign have build that complete functionality. So if you install, so in my particular org, I already installed the DocuSign App Exchange app. You can also install this DocuSign application, which is available on the App Exchange. So if you see, this is the home screen from the DocuSign setup. This is already inbuilt in the App Exchange app. You can explore the other things from the DocuSign also, like e-signature, document generation, and other things, right? So I already created the 30-day trial account, and I already installed this managed package in my org. Also, you can do the administration like user management. You can do using this particular. Also, DocuSign also provides some standard components, standard LWC and Aura components to manage the DocuSign files and check the e-signature status. like if any user has signed the document or not, if they received the document or not for the signature, that also you can administration from this particular AppExchange app. Okay, so this is the official AppExchange product. So in the demo one, we are going to talk about the OTP process. Okay, first of all, I will show about the OTP process. You can add the buttons in our page layout, any page layout. You can consider any standard objects, any custom objects. Using the DocuSign OTP process, you can create a buttons, signature buttons, and you can add that particular buttons into the page layout. So now we are going to I will going to demonstrate about the OTP process first, and then we will go to the Apex toolkit. That is the customized process. Okay, so in the live time, I will show you the demo how DocuSign OTP process will work. Okay, so basically, I am taking the one contract object. This contract is the standard object which is already available in our contract objects, and I am going to demonstrate about regarding the contract. Okay, so this is the contract is created. Now these two party, let's say consider customer signed by and the company signed by. These are the two parties, and as per my business process, I want to sign this contract digitally with the customer and the company also. Okay, so I will upload the document and I will send it for the signature. Okay, so first of all, we are going to demonstrate. I'm going to demonstrate about the OTP process. So if you want to implement the OTP process, you in the configuration, you can go to the signature, e-signature. If you see, these are the three options you will get. You can create a templates, predefined templates for also for the signature process, right? So these are the functionality is available. Okay, if you are not familiar with the envelope templates, you can take the help from the developer guide, and also you can watch the videos which is provided from the DocuSign. Right, so these are the template process. Also, you can add the buttons, signature buttons in the page layout. Okay, so this demo we will going to cover first. Okay, so let's go to the demo. This is the OTP process. Okay, not the customized Apex process that we will demonstrate using the Apex toolkit classes. I will show you after that. Okay, so let's do that. So if you see, these are the all object available here. As per your business process and requirement, the custom objects is also visible here. If you create any custom objects in your application or in your org, so you can select it. So for the standard, I am going to create for the contract. So if you see, this is the standard object, contract object, standard contract object. Okay, so I want to create a one button for the signature, sending the signature document to the signature. Okay, and I want to add into the contract layout. Okay, so you can select the object, whatever object you have to build. Okay, you can select the layout. So by default, in the contract object, we have this layout is available. Now you can, if you see, they have given the one particular process also. I can show it in my slides. If you see, you can add the DocuSign OTP buttons also. So let me update the layout here. Okay, so that is added. Okay, so now let me go back to the object, because obviously we have to add that particular button into the layout. Okay, so let me go to the object. So this button is created and updated into the layout. Okay, now we will just add that particular button into the page layout. So let me go back to the contract layout. And in the mobile and lightning action, let me just check send with DocuSign. If you see, send with DocuSign, it's a standard OTP button that we added. So this is already added into the layout. Okay, send with DocuSign. Okay, so now let me just refresh the detail page. So if you see, this button is included, send with DocuSign. And this is our custom button that I will show you like this. If you see two buttons here, right? Send with DocuSign and send for e-signature. So this button I built using the flow that I will show you after this demo. Okay. Send for the e-signature. And this is the custom OTP process button that we added from here, from the configuration, right? And now let me click with the send with DocuSign. So if I click on the send with DocuSign, the DocuSign has already implemented the OOTP process, and that OOTP process will run after the clicking of this button. Means as a, we can say as an administrator, as a Salesforce administrator, if your organization of in your business process, if you are using the e-signature, you can add the standard buttons, OTP buttons using the e-signature configuration provided by the DocuSign app. And you can add it into the layout, and if user will click on that, I will show you the complete process. Let's wait for the some loading the process, right? If you see, this is the standard component. So you can upload any document from here. So if you want to send it for the signature, so let me just upload it, any document. You can upload it from the Salesforce also. So let me implement one sample template, right? And you can add it from the Salesforce, you can add it from the your computer also, and you can click next after that, and after that you can add a recipient, means who will receive this document for the e-signature. Okay, so you can add the recipient from here. From Salesforce also you can add from user and contact, and if you also you can add from the using the custom process, you can give the name and email address, all those things. Also, you can create a signing group. You can create your group one group, and you can add that group of users into that particular group, and you can send it. Right. So now for the demo purpose, let me just add it for now. Okay. So this is one, and this is your actions you can add. They can only receive a copy. They can only needs to view. They always they have to say needs a sign. You can select it. Okay. Also, you can add the email subject, email message, reminder option. If user is not signed the document within that particular time period, so you can add the reminders for there also. Okay. And then if I click next, so this is the recipient option. Okay. And then you can prepare and send that particular document to the signature. Okay. Let's see. So it will show the complete process, right? If you see, this is the template which I created for the demo. You can just drag drop the signature process, whatever you have to sign, right? You can just drag drop here, sign, user will sign there, right? If you want to get the name, full name or email, right? You can just drag drop the complete process. Oh, sorry, this is I already built. This is name. This is email, right? And then you can send it to the customer. So once I click on the send button, that particular recipient will receive the email to sign the document. Okay, I just click on the send. So now let's just wait for some couple of seconds. So if you see, I already added one standard component which is provided by the DocuSign. DocuSign envelope status. DocuSign also provides some standard OOTP component that is called as envelope status. Means using this you can track the status. Right? If you see, this is send to the Aniket. Aniket will receive the envelope soon. Right? It is sended by this. Let me check the email if it is I received or not. Yeah, if you see, email is received. Document for your DocuSign e-signature. I can review, user can review the document from here. Let me just review it for now. If I click on the review. So this is the standard OOTP process. You can just track it. Okay, so for example, if I sign this document, let me just agree this, you can continue. And if I click on the sign, you can upload the signature from here. You can adopt or you can draw your signature. You can upload your signature. Let's say, for example, I want to adopt it. If you see, my sign is document. Aniket, my email address is captured, and then I can click finish. Oh, sorry, this is I did not added. So now let me click finish. Yeah, so our document is signed. And also you will receive the signed document also. You will receive the signed, if you see completed document, which is signed to you. So that is the automated process. Now let's check the our record. Let me refresh this record. So you will get a status here directly. It will take some time because it's viewed and it is signed. So you can track the status from here. Okay, so let me refresh it again. Yeah, if you see, this is green because customer or that particular user has signed the document. User that signed the document. If you go to the related tab, if you see, you will get the one certificate completion also. Like this document is signed by this user and this time, and what is the user as, this is the like completion document. This is signed by that particular user and all those things. And this is the document which I send it at particular thing. This is the document which is I already uploaded. So that is the, I take that, right? So this is the standard OOTP process that you can implement using the e-signature templates, buttons also. So this is the standard OOTP process, right? Now we are going to demonstrate about the customized Apex Toolkit e-signature process. Okay, so now, so this is the demo one that we see using the DocuSign standard OOTP process. We can add a buttons to use the e-signature. Salesforce object to see the layout associated with that object. We can pick up the layout and we can add the send with DocuSign button. It's a standard button. You will have that, you will have to add that objects and layout at a time. Okay, this is the standard OOTP process. But for example, if your business process is not satisfying with that OOTP, so you can customize your process using the toolkit. So now in the demo 2, I'm going to present about one flow. So for now, I implemented one basic flow. I did not added the pick upping the contact. As a signer person, I just pick up the contact from the record itself. And also we implemented the custom Apex classes with the help of toolkit services. Okay. So now let me go back to the org. So if you see, I already added one button. Like obviously it's take time to implement. So for the demo purpose, I already implemented. Okay. So now let me go back to the other record. So this is the fresh record. Okay. So this is the standard OOTP button and this is the one flow button that actually I created. Okay. So if you see, I already created one flow. I will show you. So this is my one flow. Using this flow, I customize the process. And also I created one, created some Apex classes. I will show you. So this is one Apex classes and I implemented this Apex toolkit using the process. Okay. So using this flow, I'm calling the one Apex action and I'm passing this particular contract record to that particular, we can say invocable action, right? If you are already aware about the flow and all those things, we can call any Apex action using the invocable process. So same thing I build here. And this flow I called from this button. Flow button, right? You can call the your flow from the quick action buttons also. So same thing I did here. Okay. And using the whatever Apex services, I will show you, I will demonstrate one by one. Okay. So this is the one invocable method, which is I am calling from the flow. Okay. That is named as the same signature process. And I am getting that particular contract record. Okay. And if you see, these are the some standard services classes. Okay, with the namespace of DFSLE. This is the namespace of the App Exchange DocuSign package, manage package. Okay, this is the namespace. Using this namespace, you can refer the all services classes. Okay, so for the implementing the classes, I take the help of, I will show you in the notepad. So basically, I take the help of recipient service. Okay, this is the one service which is already available in the toolkit, as well as I take the envelope process, because you have to create an envelope. Envelope, nothing but we can say one document that you are going to. So that envelope is you are going to send it to the particular recipient, and then that particular recipient will sign that particular envelope. Okay, so this is the envelope classes. I will show you. Okay, so first of all, what I am doing here, I am creating the recipient. First of all, I am building the recipient. How to build that recipient? I already created that. So in the Apex toolkit, we have the predefined standard services to build a recipient. For example, let's say I'm going to send a document. If you see in this contract record, I have the customer signed and the company signed field, right? These are the two fields. And as per my business process, I want to sign the document with these two users. One is Andy and second is Aniket. So Aniket from the company, and as from the customer side, I have the Andy. So I have to sign that document from the customer and the company side. These are my two users. Means these are my two recipients. And these two recipients will receive the document. We can say the contract document. Okay, so I already uploaded one sample template here. I am picking this template from the record. Okay, so as per the code, if you see, I have written the query to get the records. And using this particular service, we can say the recipient from source service, we are getting the, we can build the resources. We can build a recipient using this Apex toolkit service. Okay, using this service, recipient from source. We have, for this service, we have to pass the name, who is the signer name, signer email address, and what is the signing order you can pass, and you can pass the source record. That is called as a user record or contact record. So using this, I am building. So if you see contact, so customer signed by is a lookup with contact. Customer signed by is a lookup with contact, and customers company signed by is a lookup with the users. So I get all those particular user records and contact records from the current contract record. I am building the recipient list. So if we say DFSLE recipient is the service for the building the recipients. Okay, so once I'm building the all recipient list. Okay, so this is my recipient list, and now I have to create an envelope. So using this envelope service, we can build an envelope. Envelope, we can say that envelope contains the document. Okay, so for this document, so I have created one button. I created one Apex method here. So if you see, using this envelope service, DFSLE envelope service, we can create the empty envelope to initiating the Salesforce entity. Salesforce entity means nothing but a targeted record. Use this envelope for sending to the recipient. Okay, so you can create an empty envelope from these are the standard methods and utilities available in this envelope service. So I already showed you. Let me go back to that envelope service. Using this envelope service, we can create and send a DocuSign envelope. So I am creating one envelope, and for that envelope, I am adding these services. Add a recipient to sign the envelope. Okay, so whatever already I build a recipient list. Right, I already built a recipient list. You can pass that particular source record to the envelope. So this is the envelope service that we can build to send it to the signers, or we can say the recipients. Okay, and after that, we have after that we are getting the document. I'm getting the create a document for the envelope. We can say the template. We can create a template also, and we can get from the record also. That is one from file. So I'm getting from the record related tabs. Okay, I'm getting whatever document is uploaded in the, I'm getting from that. Okay, and we have to send. So we have the envelope service. In that envelope service, we have the send envelope method. We have the send, using this send envelope method, we can send the document using this service. Sorry, we can send the document that we added. That we, if you see, I added the document, right? Document, add document to the envelope. So first of all, as per the what I am doing using the Apex Toolkit, step number 1, I am building the recipient. Okay, then step number 2, what I am doing, I am creating the envelope. Okay, so this is the empty envelope, and after that I am adding the recipient who will sign that particular envelope. Sign the envelope. And then step number 4, I am adding the template or file. We can say that is called as a document in the envelope. Okay, and then after that, step number 5, we are sending that envelope to the recipients. Okay, so this is the 5 steps, basic 5 steps to implement the e-signature process using the Apex Toolkit. And they have the standard services called as recipient, envelope service. These are the some standards. So these are the steps that you can. So as per your requirement, as per your business process, as per your business requirement, you can create a recipient, you can build an envelope, you can add the document, and you can customize your e-signature process using this toolkit. So this is the one demo I implemented. If you go to the demo, I will show you. Let me open the Apex Toolkit documentation. So here already they given some examples like sending the envelope. They have also given if you have to send a document from the trigger, you can send it. If you see, they are given the one demo video also. If you see, these are the processes. They have given the steps, right? And also after that, you can get the status of that. So already they have given the very good documentation to implement the service Apex Toolkit as per your requirement. I will share this link to you after the session. So these are the process that I implemented. Okay. So now let's test it. So this is the flow I built. Okay. And this is the flow button I created. Okay. This is the flow button actually I created. And if I click on this button, okay, we are picking these particular signers. We can say the recipient. One is the customer, one is the company. Okay. And after that envelope service is sending the document to this particular recipient in the order format. First of all, we have to mention the signing order. So first of all, customer will sign the document and then company will sign the document. And once the document is signed, also you can customize, you can capture the status, and you can close the contract or close the deal with the customer and company. So this is the one actual demo that I presented to you. So let's test it. Okay, I created the flow button using this flow. If you see, I created one Apex action, and this is the invocable method that I'm calling from the flow. Okay, so now let me click on. So if you see, there is no envelope is sent till now. Okay, so for the demo purpose, I mentioned my another email address that is called as kohole.aniket66@gmail.com. This is my another email address, and in the company I mentioned my different email address. So we will receive the DocuSign document in the different email addresses. Okay, so now let me click send here. So once I click send, so this is the customized build process. Okay, so document is sent for the signature. Let me finish it. Okay, now if you see it is now blank. Now let me refresh the page here. If you see, this is the status. And if you see, there is a two person. First is Andy and second is the Aniket. Means first Andy will receive the envelope. And then after that, if once Andy is signed, if let's say for example, customer is signed, then Aniket will receive, means company will receive the document, right? So this is the process. This is, we can say, the one flow that now Andy means my user has received the document. Let me just check my email address. I received the document or not. So if you see, I got the email just now, 12:01. Now time is 12:02, right? If you see, I received the document in my this email address. Okay, now let me review the document here. And if I click continue, I can drag drop the signature. So if you see Andy has signed the document. Okay, and let me just put the email address here. Okay, so I can just validate it. If you see, and let me click finish. So Andy has signed the document. Now let me finish. So it will maintain the order basically. Okay, so once the first person is signed the document, you are all done. Okay, now let me go back to the record. Let me just refresh it. Now Aniket will receive the document for the signing. I will show you. Yeah, it is not reflected. So it takes time sign because the background process is already run. And also you can write a triggers and trigger flows to capture the status. Okay, and accordingly status. Let's say for example, you have the one customer requirement. If you see the customer sign date and the company sign date. So you have to populate it automatically. So you can write a trigger flow, you can write a trigger on the envelope status. This is the standard object which is provided. This is some object which is provided by the DocuSign manage package. You can write a flow trigger to capture. If you want to automatically populate, I did not that demo, but you can populate. Now for example, Andy has the signed document. You can write a trigger or trigger flow, you can capture and you can populate the signed date also. Okay, so now let me just check. If you see, Andy has completed the signature process. Now Aniket will receive the document. Let me check my latest email. Let me refresh. Yeah, if you see, I received the document. Now let me review it. Now let me agree, continue. So if you see, Andy is already signed. If you see, it is already populated here. Now I can drag drop my email address. I can drag drop my, I can drag drop my email address here, right? So Aniket has also signed the document. Andy has also signed the document. Now let me click finish. There are lots of customization. Even also you can customize the placing and all those things in using the toolkit also. Okay, so Aniket is also done this. So now let me just refresh the record here. So if you see, the multiple services are available in the Apex toolkit. You can also implement the bulk sending process. You can also send the multiple envelopes. You can also send that document from the trigger also. So multiple are available services using template toolkit. You can customize your e-signature process using the DocuSign toolkit. Okay, now just let me refresh it. Okay. Yeah, if you see, it's fully signed. Envelope is completed. Andy is also signed. Aniket is also signed. And after that, if you see the related, you will get a certification template and the signed document also in the record. If you see, Andy is also. It is now after the signing process, it will again come back to the Salesforce record. So I already told you, DocuSign is the product who manage your e-signature applications, and we can integrate that particular e-signature API with Salesforce. And after that, if all the signers or recipients sign the document, that particular document is again come back to the Salesforce record. So this is the automated process which is already built by the DocuSign, right? If you see already, then you can just customize your process and you can close the contract, right? So this is the Apex toolkit. So in that Apex toolkit, you can implement the multiple services which is provided by envelope service, document service, recipient service, template service, right? Status you can manage, bulk send for bulk sending document, right? So these are the services which predefined available. So I use the some small service, okay? Recipient service and envelope service I used for sending using the Apex, okay? So you don't need to do any integration or Apex callout. This Apex toolkit services provide a predefined functionality for you, okay? So this is nothing but a Apex toolkit. So now let me go back to the presentation. So this is the demo that we have presented. So DocuSign, it's an e-signature for Salesforce, send, sign, and write. Okay. So I will show you some statistics for you. On an average, this is from the App Exchange. You can visit App Exchange. This is the screenshot I captured from the App Exchange link. Approximately 82% agreements completed in the 1 day. 2 days average savings per sales representative per year. Okay. And 80% reduction in the agreement error, because it's a completely predefined automated process. You can also use the standard OOTP, and also you can customize the process using the toolkit. This is them. And this is embark on your digital transformation with the industry leading specific. These are the main key pillars of the DocuSign process: industry regulation, practice and standard, customer agreements, and all those things, and also the law. So these are the pillars. So automate your e-signature process. So this is the one I captured from the DocuSign website and the App Exchange also, from the one EVP Global Revenue Operation from Salesforce. If you see, I cannot even imagine the doing business before DocuSign. So you can automate your business e-signature process with DocuSign using the OOTP as well as the customization using the Apex toolkit, using the some Apex toolkit services. Okay. So this is nothing but a DocuSign implementation using the Apex toolkit. So as per the toolkit, they are providing some services to customize your e-signature process. Okay. So this is some about the little bit demo about the we can say the toolkit. Okay. So I'm done with my demonstration and presentation for the DocuSign. Obviously, if everyone, whoever joined this session, please try it at once. Okay, at least install the package in your developer edition or try this toolkit, because this will be the add-on in your skills if you are known about the DocuSign, right? Obviously, there are multiple things in the Apex toolkit. I just given the basic demo, right? There are multiple things available. Is also in the OOTP and also in the, we can say, the Apex toolkit also. There are multiple things. Okay, you can explore all the services which is provided by the toolkit. There are multiple things are available. You can explore. You can reach out to me if you are any facing issues. We will resolve it, right? So this is what nothing but e-signature solutions using the DocuSign for Salesforce. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you for joining the Impact Salesforce Saturday organized by the New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. Because the one thing in these slides I'm going to show you, for that in the first slide I will show you that Just a second. Yeah, if you see that slide, learn, share, and celebrate the Salesforce. So obviously, just try the demo. You can explore any Apex Toolkit services and OOTB, and you can start it. Okay. So this is the one from my side. Okay. So if you have any questions or any doubts regarding these toolkit services, we will take the QA sessions for that. If I am aware about all the question and answer, I will give it to you. Okay. And thank you all for all joining the sessions. You can follow me on the Twitter and LinkedIn platform, and also follow the SFDC blogger also, and also follow the New Delhi Salesforce developer group and those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ankit. It's really a great session. You can address some of the questions in the chat window.
Yeah, obviously. Just let me pull up the questions. Okay, so let me just bring it from the top, so I can just. Yes, you can get the PPT on the New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group website. You will get this PPT. Session is, and one question from the Vikram: do we have any government laws to be followed? The signature should be matched with some e-signature. Yeah, there is a process, Vikram, in that. You can also provide your digital signature. Also, you can, there is an option called adapt. You can upload your signature, and you can sign the signature using your on any paper. You can upload the signature, right? Obviously, some government laws are we have to follow, right? So if they want actual signature, you can upload the signature image in the that also, instead of adopting the any process. Okay, that is it. So this is one thing. Okay. So yeah, toolkit is similar to the packages in the JDK, correct? Offsetly Dixit, JDK have the packages, right? And that packages is provides the some standard classes, right? So toolkit have the, we can say the one, there are multiple packages and they are providing the services. Okay. Yeah, obviously I will try to make it one admin DocuSign. We'll try. Something like wrapper around the DocuSign API. Yes, we can build it. That is also possible. Yeah, is it free? No, it is not a free. You can get a free trial version from the AppExchange product. Okay, it's have some cost, license cost. Yeah, okay, 30 days trial. Can we send a dynamic recipient? Like, let's say I have two fields, name, email, on any object which is the DocuSign is going to apply. How the recipients will become these fields? Yeah, obviously we can, let's say for example, we can create some fields to capture the recipient information. And like I already told you, I captured from the two fields, that is the standard fields. Also, you can automate that process. Okay. Also, you can build your custom process to capture the recipient if you want it. Okay. So that is one thing. Yeah, obviously you can send a dynamic recipient using the customized toolkit. Okay. Yeah, obviously, Vikram, it is I already like told one thing, like it is compatible with Word document and all those things. You can do it. It's compatible. Also, yeah, correct. Sahil, using create VF page and send it to the vSignature. That is also correct. No, that is not any issues. DocuSign allowed to upload in the doc in the folder. I will get back to you because I'm not confirmed, like because they are directly attached in that particular signed document into that record. Obviously, they are in the background process. They are maintaining the folder structure. Okay, so we'll check. I will get back to you on this, because obviously there is a folder, because directly the signed document is attesting to the record. It automatically picks up the file present in the file related. Yes, actually I written the code for Dikshit, for the demo purpose. I written the code to pick up the latest file. Okay, but obviously we can customize that process also. Like if any, you can maintain some any unique identity for your files. But for the demo purpose, I can show you. Let me just minimize it. I will show you in the code. Actually, I written one query to get the document, latest document. Okay, so I mentioned that. So, but you obviously you can also predefine that process. You can also follow the some naming convention to automatically pick up the files which we have. So for the demo purpose, we already present. Okay. Yes, correct. This is correct. Set of users. Does a recipient need additional users? No, not required. Just licenses is required for the users who are going to work or sending from the users. Okay. For sending more, right? One user, it will be used. Whoever user will sending the document. Okay. Yes, it is uploaded back to the Salesforce. Let's say we have the requirement this tags, and the recipient should come automatically. It should not be entered by the user at all. DocuSign package. Every time user has that recipient or tags while sending with the DocuSign, when we do the same in case DocuSign for CPQ. Yeah, DocuSign also have the CPQ. Obviously, we can place the tags also there, right? We can place the anchor tags in that. They are providing the anchor tag documentation. They provided that. We can tag that particular, so only user have the click on the sign tab there, and user will automatically do that. Now for the demo purpose, I just dragged off that particular field, but obviously using the tag, recipient can automatically come and there click on the tab and they will sign the document. Okay. We can do in same case. So yeah, obviously DocuSign for CPP is always available. Okay. Yeah, we can receive the document. Notes and attachment related will show the signed documents. It is correct. Yeah, we can add a merge field while sending the document from Apex. Yes, whatever your source record ID, we can say the target object ID you are passing. Okay, and in your template document, we can map your field also. Okay, because in the template document, you can create your template, you can merge your fields, and whatever your target record or source object record you are passing, that particular merge field will pick up automatically. Okay, that Apex will pick up. You have to just create a template. You have to merge the fields using the object name and the API name of that field, and you can do that from. You can do it. Okay.
Yeah, Ankit, we can. It's running out of time. We can start
Okay.
Kahoot.
Yeah, sure. So I will capture all those questions, guys. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me on LinkedIn or Twitter. Obviously, I will try to get back to you on that. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Go ahead, Praveen. I'm stopping my screen share.
Okay.
Just a second. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, I think we are audible.
Yeah, guys, I am locking the Kahoot. Join first.
And that's great. Ajay is on the top.